Statistics South Africa published the latest quarterly employment survey for the fourth quarter of 2022. Employment increased on a quarter-to-quarter basis but decreased year-on-year. To unpack this, we are joined by labour expert Jahni de Villiers. Jahni, what are the key findings of the survey?
Well, the key findings was that we had a total employment increase of about 0.5%, or 48,000 jobs. And the industries contributing to this growth were trade, business services, and mining. However, there were decreases in construction, manufacturing, and electricity, and the total employment decreased by 94,000 jobs, or almost a full percentage point year on year between December 2021 and December 2022. Now, this makes sense if you consider that according to research published by the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, the year 2022 actually overtook 2021 as the most intensive load shedding year yet. And this was concentrated in the latter half of the year, where December 2022 was actually the highest load shedding month ever, and on its own was more than any other previous year.
Jahni, is it worrying that the total employment decreased by nearly 100,000, like you just said? What are we looking towards for this year?
It's incredibly worrying, especially when you look at the effect on full-time jobs, full-time employment. This is something everybody aspires to, but full-time employment specifically increased by 6,000 jobs on a quarter-to-quarter basis, but decreased by 9,000 on a year-on-year basis. Now, there were substantial decreases in the industries of construction, community services, and also electricity. It is very worrying, and if you take into consideration that we had a record increase to the national minimum wage this year, for instance, I'm very concerned at what we might be seeing this year.
Did any sectors show a substantial increase?
Well, there were noteworthy increases in trade of about 26,000 jobs. Mining added about 2,000, and transport 1,000, as well as business services that also added 1,000.
Jahni, let's put this in context. What do these numbers mean to you and me and the South African economy?
You know, I think it emphasizes what we know already, Melissa. We can see the cost of living crisis. Each and every one of us can see that, and we can feel that. We can see how difficult it is to actually secure full-time employment. Now, it's very important to note that we are still not even at the rates of employment that we saw before the COVID-19 pandemic hit us. And the economic difficulties that we're facing are made so much worse by load shedding. You can see this effect, especially on small businesses, and we really heavily rely on small and medium enterprises to add employment numbers to our economy. Now, a glimmer of hope is that the average earnings also increased both quarter on quarter as well as year on year last year. But we need massive employment opportunities, or we need a larger social security safety net if we're going to really make a difference in the lives of ordinary South Africans.
Thank you, Jahni. That was Jahni de Villiers from Labour Amplified.